4 people from Connecticut died in a devastating plane crash in Vermont. 2 of those victims are a student and teacher from Middletown High School. Now, the school will be closed today as students and faculty members grieve this incredible loss. Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones joins us now live in Middletown. And Marcy, this tragedy has really impacted the entire community.
The unimaginable loss is really just starting to sink in. Among those on board, a Middletown High School teacher, one of his students, her mother, and another man. Now, as the investigation continues into what exactly went wrong here, the community is grieving. Now, according to authorities, 4 people were on board, including Middletown High's aviation and technology teacher, 55-year-old Paul Pelletier, one of his students, 15-year-old Delilah Van Ness, her 51-year-old mother, Susan Van Ness, and 88-year-old Frank Rodriguez. Investigators say Sunday the flight took off from Wyndham Airport and landed at Basin Harbor Airport just outside Burlington, Vermont. The group had brunch at a nearby restaurant and left around noon, but sadly never made it back to Connecticut. The wreckage of the aircraft can be seen in a wooded area 45 minutes south of Burlington, Vermont. As the community mourns, students share with us the positive impact Mr. Pelletier had on them, saying he was not only focused on teaching aviation courses, but he also helped create a special drone program for first responders in town, adding school will never feel the same without their beloved teacher.
I walked by his class. He was actually there. It wasn't there. And I was like, it's probably real now.
Again, Middletown High School is closed today to remember the victims. However, the school does want folks to know that during regular school hours, there will be a crisis team here to help support students in any way they can. All school fall sports games scheduled for today will be rescheduled. Practice for student athletes will be optional, and support staff will be present at all schools in the district to help. Reporting live in Middletown, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.